Let's see. Did it do it?
Let me refresh the page.
There we go.
Now it said you're live. There you go.
Yeah. I don't understand why it didn't do it while it was, like... Should have been on it already.
Oh.
Back to it.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know.
Hey, you're the one who said I wasn't in your stream and everything, so...
Well, you fucking definitely told me I wasn't streaming, so...
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, I really appreciate that.
No problem.
Alright, back to the stream. Let's go.
Oh, wait, do you have, like, the Streamlabs app thingy?
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called?
Scan detected. Flight assist on. Under attack. Target shields offline. Warning. Temperature critical. Target destroyed.
My personal opinion, use,
OBS. Everyone says OBS. I already know why. It's easy to do it when you have a bunch of shit unlocked, like backgrounds and things like that. But when you don't, Streamlabs is the way to go.
Yeah.
It's the only way. Like the only reason why I even have it is because they have like.
I think you can import that stuff over to OBS if I remember correctly.
No, you do the other way around. You can import OBS to Streamlabs.
Yep.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
We already sort of knew that one.
3, 2, 1. Engage. Scan detected. Scan detected. Warning. Temperature critical. Under attack. Warning. Impulse attack. Trajectory disruption. Scan detected. Target destroyed. Scan detected.
Yo, there's like so many freaking people wanted it right in front of me. Yet they're not my mission targets. So it's like, fuck. You're a mission target.
Scan detected. Temperature critical. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Warning. Temperature critical. Under attack. Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
Hey.
Hello.
There he is.
Hello, all you happy people. How are y'all doing today?
Good, good. How are
Doing
you?
well. What about you?
What's up for debate, but I'm still here. A couple hours later, I'm coming. Sure, that's going to significantly improve in a minute.
Target cargo dropped. Target destroyed. Scan
Other than that, I went got a new Xbox controller because mine was dying, and I had a Super Nintendo Mini that I loaned to my stepmother, and she lost track of it. No big deal, but when I was getting the controller, the place that I was buying it from had a Super Nintendo Super Nintendo Mini on sale for $25 off, so I grabbed it.
Super Nintendo Mini?
Yeah, it was listed as 100, and the guy said that all consoles are 25% off. So,
warning.
being that it fits the definition of a console, you have to hook it up to a TV, not portable. They rang
The
it.
Nintendo-
The guy rang it up as a console. I'm pretty sure that the owner of the place didn't intend for the mini units to be on that list, but if he didn't specify, that's nobody else's fault but his.
Yeah.
I took advantage of it.
Flight assist off.
It's a pre-owned unit, but I mean, it's in really good shape.
Oh, definitely. I would have
I'm
snapped
not
that up. Was it from GameStop or was it from?
No, it's a local
Marketplace.
store. The local
Oh, wow.
store.
Nice.
It used to be a larger chain, but the company folded, and because he had franchise rights, he kept the name.
Flight assist off.
It's like the Radio Shacks that you see around here every now and then. Those are franchise locations, so they have the right to the name as long as they don't change locations or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the company's bankrupt.
Oh wow.
I think they restructured and they have like an online store only now, sort of like Circuit City.
Flight assist off. Shields offline.
Yeah.
Power plant capacity exceeded. Power
No,
plant
that's good that
capacity
you got it for.
exceeded.
What you made the legit from Nintendo, like, or is it like
Oh,
one
yeah.
of those knockoff?
No,
No.
it
Yeah, I'm gonna
has
go.
all
I'll
these,
see you guys later. Bye.
it has
Yeah.
packaging, and I already have one,
Assist on.
with the original packaging, so I know what to look for. It's a Nintendo brand.
Alrighty, that's good. You didn't know there's
They had a couple of NES classics that didn't have the box with them, but they had everything else. So I might go back and get one before the sale ends.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to do it all in 1 week.
Yeah. I mean, that's good at least. I'd say go for the other ones. Ooh. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Alright, settle down. Settle down.
That it's... yeah, because I know a lot of companies are making fake ones and everything. That's why I would like... Okay, is it legit or is it fake? Because I didn't know. Well, that's good that you got one for $25.
No, I got it for $25 off.
Oh, nice. I would...
I still ended up costing 75, but I mean, it's not bad price for what I got.
Definitely.
And I still have an extra
I know.
Super Nintendo Classic controller laying around here, so I have 3 now.
Hey. Too bad you can't use all 3 at once, or say like
No,
have
but considering I'm only going to be using one at a time, and the controls are like $50 a piece, ordering them directly from Nintendo.
Yeah, you save yourself a shit ton of money by doing that.
Mary Bam. Okay, hunting.
I just sold Horizon Zero Dawn for PS4 for $9.50.
Nice.
I was like, oh, please be the Game Boy, please be the Game Boy.
I totally forgot this month with Christmas, so I am not able to pick that up.
I don't know, it's just gonna sit there. I'm not gonna lower the price. It's gonna be like $195 just on sale. So it's still there when you want it.
Yeah. I do want it, I gotta fucking... Next month, I totally forgot, next month I gotta fucking pay for doggo shots. So that's another fucking month I can't do it.
This is the controller. It's Storm Cloud Vapor. I figured they only had the red and the lime green controllers in stock for the regular price. That was $5 more. It's like, okay, that's worth $5.
With how expensive stuff is nowadays, it kind of sucks, I won't lie. Trying to get stuff nowadays.
It's been worse.
What's that?
It's getting worse too, but still.
Yeah.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Can't wait till the game market crashes and like all those fucking expensive games go down to like. Dude, there's a few games I do want to pick up that are just way too much right now.
I reckon you just have resellers buy them all out. Thinking, oh, it'll rebound, it'll rebound.
They won't, and they will never fucking be able to get their money back.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Warning, temperature critical. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
That's
Target destroyed.
Also, I really wish they would stop all this early access stuff where you need to pay extra just to get a game, just to play a game on its actual release date, because that's what they're basically doing.
honestly, I do not mind it because it gives an incentive to buy it, be able to get it early, but it's also just like
Not. It's not really an extra, but they working.
you're cutting it
I
out.
mean, granted,
Robo Gecko.
Yes.
let me turn on the Wi-Fi. All right,
Flight assist
that should be better.
under attack.
Hey, there we go.
I
Alright.
I have
But no,
heard
you
the...
are getting.
You aren't getting what?
You are getting early access. They did say it's going to come out on this date and then give you the option to opt in or not. Do I think it's cheesy? Yeah, kinda. But I mean, they did. Yeah, they do clearly list. Yeah, on these early access titles, that the release date is the week after the early release period takes place, and generally you're experiencing a lot of bugs because you're paying for the option to basically
The
beta
bug
test their network.
Yeah.
I mean, the game is a finished product, but their network is being refined until launch day.
Yeah, exactly. So you're a beta tester, and you get to, with being a beta tester, you kind of get to see,
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you pre-order the game, you should automatically get early access.
By the way, I have been I'm not going to buy it, but I have been eyeing up the collector's edition a bit.
I didn't even know there was a collector's edition for it.
Yeah, there's one for PC that just comes with the code, and it's the same with all the collector's edition. I find it a bit stupid because it comes with the actual steel case, but then it comes with just a digital game code, and that's it. No disc. No matter what platform you buy it on.
Well, a lot of games are doing that now.
Yeah,
And
unless you're buying the singular one.
Well, it makes sense because It's a Bethesda published game, and Bethesda published Starfield, and Starfield's collector's edition only came with a code, did it?
Well, the thing about
There's still a lot of collector's
the
editions
digital
that come with the
code.
actual game.
Yeah, the thing about the digital codes, coming with the game instead of a physical copy. A lot of the games that they're doing that with, they're not releasing the entire game on the disc anyway, even if it's a dual layer. And you're going to have to download regardless. But I mean, if they're not going to offer a disc to go in the case, they shouldn't offer the case. I mean, I'm completely fine with special edition coming with a code, but don't give us an empty steelbook and say, oh well, if you want a disc, you're going to have to pay extra. That's just chicken shit.
Yeah, I put a picture of the collector's edition in the side chat. It comes with like its own globe and everything.
Honestly, how much is
I
it?
get her digital.
In the UK it's $189.99.
Indiana Jones.
UK gets fucking hammered. Not only is the pound worth more than the dollar, but generally, the list price in pounds is more than in the United States.
Yeah, because here I can get the collector's edition right now for 190 right now.
Yeah, so I mean they're double dipping. They're fucking you on the currency exchange, and they're listed for above the normal price anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean, if with the currency exchange, they're probably getting an extra $100, off of UK consumers. That's crap.
Yeah.
And you look at the PlayStation 5 Pro. That's a big example. That thing is like $8.99 in the UK, and being that the pound is worth more than $1 anyway, when you look at the US figures for it, it's listed at $6.99. I mean,
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
I'm having a look now, and $290 is about £227.
Is the Indiana Jones Great Set, is that the premium edition you're talking about?
No, they've got a collector's edition.
Premium edition is $169 over here. I don't think we got the collector's edition.
A pound is $1.27 US. Holy shit, Walmart's got the PlayStation 5 digital edition 30th anniversary. It does come with the plate if you want to add the disc drive, but they want $1,000 for the damn thing.
Check if it's sold and shipped by Walmart or if it's sold by somebody who.
It's
third
probably
party.
third party.
Yeah, because Walmart allows third-party sellers on their site, which I think is ridiculous. You're not
It
Amazon.
says warranty information. Sony Interactive Entertainment LLC warrants the original purchaser. So
Can you send me the link? Or
Yeah.
Put it in. Yeah, because I want to look at who the fucking seller is. I want to see who the fucking seller is.
the seller options to pro distributing, and one is direct distributor.
Yeah, no, I don't buy that.
No, that's gouging. I mean, I sent you the link to it too, but I knew they were going to gouge the fuck out of those as soon as they came out.
Yeah, you said you'd send me the link?
Yeah, I'm posting it.
Alrighty.
The reason it came up is I was looking at the UK price for the Pro.
Yeah. Specific brand, manufacturer, warranty.
Yeah, I don't know why everything is cheaper in the US, but then it's more expensive over here, which just doesn't make sense.
No, because I get it. They're having to ship the product. They're not. They're manufactured in Japan, so shipping the unit is more expensive because it's further. I think
It's actually
the UK
manufactured in. Oh,
What's
Yeah,
that?
so direct distributor is by a game business named the Game Rush. And then
I didn't figure that was actually Sony.
yeah, and then Pro Distributing is actually the business name. We uphold ultimate integrity in business. Yeah, so they definitely fucking scalp it just so they can sell it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I knew that was the case, but yeah, it's listed as $7.99 in the UK, so they're not absolutely hammering the dog shit out of it. But EU price I know is more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 800 euros in continental Europe.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, it'd be cheaper to just drive to the UK and buy one and then drive back across. But no, I get why they're a little more expensive, but the fact that they're so much more expensive that blows my mind.
Yeah, the freaking what you call it?
I mean, so let's see.
We got the
0.
30th anniversary. The 30th anniversary. What you call it?
That's dude. I added 0.27 times $6.99, and the price difference is $188.73 US.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. 27 cents on every dollar. That's a lot.
If I were to go to the UK and do some gambling and win money, my money be worth more than what the fucking US money is. And plus, if I did a convergency rate,
get this: a euro is $1.06. So let's see. They're charging $800 instead of $700. So 0.6 times 800. Here, wait, hold on. 0.27 times $7.99. You're looking at a difference of $215.73 on just the exchange difference.
oh yeah,
So they're screwing European customers out of $315.73. That's an insane price difference. And then you're going to have to turn around and buy the disk drive if you want that.
like the fact that they're selling it for $700 here in the United States, and then plus another $80 for the disk drive.
You're better off buying a computer at that.
You can buy a low to mid tier computer for that money.
But I mean, if you want a PlayStation, and you're willing to tolerate just a baseline PS5, the price difference alone, you could buy an Xbox Series X for the same money in the US. And if you go overseas, the price difference is even bigger.
Yeah. But no, it's like, so for the fucking Pro and everything, it's like $700. And with the disc drive, it's $780. Plus, if you wanted to get the metal stand, that's another $30.
Yeah.
So $810, and that's before you even get any games.
And
If you don't already have any games.
And if you buy the disc drive, you're going to have to buy the stand, because even though it includes the panel for the disc drive, it doesn't include the feet.
Well, actually, the Pro includes longer feet. It had the short feet and the longer feet. If you have the, whether you have the disc or not, it does include that. I will say that now. It's a friend of mine actually has a Pro as well. And
Okay, well, and the feet are such shit anyway. I mean,
oh yeah, they're made out of fucking like plastic or acrylic.
Oh shit!
dude, I've got a Fat Boy PS5, and yeah, I know for a fact that the company Skates makes these feet for the PlayStation Slim. But hold on, let me get my cane. Check this out.
It's your camera.
It's dark, I know. I've got black on black. Hold on. These are the feet.
I mean, that's not bad. I mean, they're 3D printed,
No.
but 3D printed is great.
No, and the thing about it is, yeah, they slide onto the.
Carrier respects careful pilots. What's your speed at there?
They slide onto the plastic panels, and they're pretty solid. They run the entire length of the panel from front to back, and that's obviously for storing it horizontally, not vertically.
Yeah, I have mine vertically, and I mean, even without the stand and everything, you can just fucking sit it there.
But I'll send you a link to the product that I use, and I recommend the hell out of them. I haven't had any problem at all. This is for the fat one, because that's the one I have in my purchase history. But
Contact confirmed. Solid approach. Enjoy your stay with us.
But I mean, for $20, that's not bad at all.
It's really not.
Sold by a company called Glisco.
What is that?
Yeah,
They also have a rifle chassis for the controllers on the MetaQuest.
Ooh, nice.
But okay, here I'll send you the mini one, the slim one. That's the stand for the new Slim. And that one is listed at $25. It uses a bit more material.
I strongly advise against provoking
Yeah,
Commander.
that's not bad at all. I'm gonna be honest.
And they're solid. They're
And you're clear.
they're made out of like high density polyethylene.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they're 3D printed. I think they're injection molded.
I mean,
Frameshift
Could be
drive
both.
charging.
Like a mixture of 3D printing.
I don't know, but I mean, for the price, I mean, that's a lot cheaper than yeah, that was a lot cheaper than the metal stand. And granted, it's 25 isn't significantly cheaper than the metal stand for the Slim, but yeah, still, I mean, it's an option if you keep yours horizontal because it's not like Sony is making any options available for that other than those little acrylic feet.
It's Sony need to do better because what you call it? Fucking Xbox is kicking their ass right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, the Series X has a slight performance advantage over the PlayStation 5. The disk drive that they use will read CDs. That's the laser orientation on CDs and DVDs are different. So what Sony did was they went with laser instead of one that's adjustable on a track.
Yeah.
So the PlayStation 5 will not play CDs. Granted, that's not a huge issue because it will play DVDs and Blu-rays. But I mean, you can't use it as a CD player anymore. The Series X has much better cooling. Yeah, you don't have to worry about the damn thing overheating as much. The software architecture is way better. Yeah, it's more conducive to playing multiplayer games. You don't have to worry about getting on Discord to communicate with your teammates. But where Sony really shines is they've got better first-party titles and they've got a far more advanced controller.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I give props where it's due. I mean, their controller is fantastic.
Yeah. It's Siren, you may need to chill because it might set off stuff and one's going to get on to you again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like both consoles. I like Xbox because of the Xbox Game Pass. I like PlayStation because of their exclusivities. But
look, everybody that's dogs on Xbox, they always come back with one thing. They say, "Well, the Series S is holding games back." That's not true. That in some cases there are some issues because of Microsoft's requirements to have features that function equally on the Series S and the Series X. Sometimes that's just not feasible. Like the multiplayer on Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, the Series S will not run it. I don't see that as a problem. Because, I mean, how often are you going to be couch co-oping on a Series S?
Definitely.
I mean, you can still co-op, with two devices. So I don't see that as an issue. Microsoft should have got off that horse, and they did. They backed down off of that issue. But the Series S is more powerful than the Ayaneo, the Lenovo Legion Go, and the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
So if you're going to make the game for PC and downgrade it to run on mobile devices, there's no way you can say, "Oh well, the Series S is holding everything back." That's obviously that's a bit of a misnomer. I would say that the Series S, the Steam Deck, and the Steam Deck's competitors are equally holding things back. But I don't really see the Series S as a barrier. I see it as more of a low cost of entry into the next generation consoles. If you're on a budget, it's a fantastic device. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
If
definitely.
if you have the money to get the Series X, definitely get the Series X. I've got both, and I can tell you the X is a way better console.
Plus, it's only like $100 more, I think.
$200 more. But the thing with Sony is they wanted their PlayStation 5 to be equally powerful if you got the digital version or the disc version. So everything else is the exact same except that disc drive. That's not the case with the Series S. It is an entirely different machine that just happens to be running the same OS. It uses a different chipset. It has less memory in it. Yeah, is it functional? Yes. Yeah. And as long as you've got developers that are making games to this day that you can download on the PlayStation 4. So, I mean, Microsoft, they have this, they have a requirement to where if you're going to release it for the Series, the Xbox One, it's got to work with the Series X, the Series X and S too. So generally, there is some AI upscaling for those games. So you only have one version, whereas Sony they want two distinct versions, a PS4 and a PS5 game. The Series X, the Series S is more powerful than the PS4.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So again, not holding it back. Do I think that the Series X and the Series S need to be segregated a bit more? Yeah, I do, but I don't think Microsoft is holding up the market. You've got developers that are just following the trend. And essentially the Series consoles and the PS5 are being treated like rather than being their own console generation, they're being treated like an upgrade over the existing Xbox One, PS4 game consoles. I guess I for lack of a more eloquent way of putting it, so in a lot of ways I think Sony's equally holding up the market.
Yeah, I'm honestly, PlayStation needs to stop making games for PS4. They need to be like, okay, no more games for PS4.
They really do. I mean, if they mandated that no more games be manufactured for the PlayStation, be developed for the PlayStation 4, and they focused all their attention on the PS5, then there would be a legitimate case for saying, hey, we're ahead of the curve, and Microsoft is really the holdup. But I mean, that's obviously not the case.
Yeah. Because didn't Black Ops 6 on like the PS4 and the PS5?
Yes. It was developed for both systems.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Like the new Indiana Jones games, I do know it requires ray tracing. It's not just like it's literally like baked in, so you can't like turn it off or anything. So I'm surprised that even runs on the Series S with ray tracing.
Well, I mean, the thing about ray tracing is if the device can't handle it, it probably automatically turns off. Just because you don't have the option to disable it doesn't mean the hardware won't read the game and adjust it on the fly.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I'm focusing on Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh,
No,
no,
you're good.
if you're doing something, you know, you do you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing stuff too. I'm fine. I got you. Yeah, you good. Doing my own thing as well, you know?
Yeah. Hello.
Here to spread the good word of fascism.
Fascism is amazing.
I've been punching fascists.
Fascism wasn't the problem.
Punching them is a problem.
Nobody ever talked shit about Francisco Franco's name during World War II. They stayed the fuck out of it. They were fascist.
You know what's interesting though is you don't often see Mussolini, like, you know, this Indiana Jones game says Mussolini in it. That's a character you
No, Mussolini.
People just jump to Hitler, right? You don't really see Mussolini and the Italian stirring. Well, this is pre-World War II. It's 1937, but you know, you just don't really see that area.
Well, the Italians are they're very they're very ashamed of the fascist Italy. But the thing about Italy that a lot of people don't really understand or think about is, Italy was an ally in World War I. Yeah, the fact that they turned around, and supported Hitler. Yeah, that was seen by a lot of people as a betrayal. And hell, even the Italian mafia helped the U.S. in World War II.
Sure. That you know what? That is something you do see in the game. If you've ever played Mafia 2, you see that in the beginning.
Yeah.
You can see that a mobster basically comes in and has all the black shirts surrender.
The mob was very anti-fascist. It was bad for.
Well, yeah, well, hey, if you're a mob, right? You know, supplying an American style. What the hell do we call it again? Why am I drawing a blank? I'm sorry. I'm like, hi, I'm my mind on Adafam. Well, I had a prescription. I didn't just get high.
You gotta choose your words more carefully.
Well, no, that's I am, but I had a prescription. I don't want anybody to think that I was just popping pills. But
hey, no one's here to judge.
Capitalism.
Capitalism, right? Capitalism is the best thing if you're in mob.
But fascism is an interesting type of socialism, and I know ones would bat me over the head for calling it a form of socialism, but in a way it is. Yeah, it's a form of socialism in which the government and the corporate corporations work in tandem. Yeah, they're hand in hand. Yeah, they're best friends. But and it's the people that get screwed. Whereas with with communism, you have the redistribution of wealth, and the people still get screwed. Yeah.
Yeah.
The end result for the average person isn't much different.
Right. I love punching the shit out of fascists in this, though. They're just punching the shit out of it. You know, I love. They took the actual like fist punching sound effects from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
The original source sound effect for that. For this.
But you know, nobody here is going to judge you for saying I like killing Nazis.
Yeah, I love killing
You're
Nazis. I love anything
What do
that's
Nazis ever
I don't
do
give
to you?
I'm Jewish. Drop mic.
Yeah.
That's
I would
enough.
be-
That's enough as it
I
is,
would
right
be-
there. Just like,
I would be far more uncomfortable with someone of Jewish ancestry not hating Nazis.
Right. No, it's just fun as shit punching people in general. It's Nazi or not.
I'm very anti-Nazi.
I think everybody should be. It's a despicable, really disgusting, political party, and to be completely honest, they're still around. Even in the U.S., there's still an American Nazi Party.
They took a little stuff.
Sound of the whip cracking is actually the sound of the crop compression. So that sound effect is
Under attack. Target destroyed.
No, fist fight. Let's go, fascists.
Target shields offline. Warning, temperature critical. Flight assist off. Under attack. Target shields on. Target shields offline. Flight assist on.
As it's the ed tech engine, do you think there'll be any mods that give Indy like a chainsaw or anything? A chainsaw?
Target shields
I
online.
don't know. I don't know what the modding scene for id tech engine is like, but I will say that this engine is fucking great.
Yeah, but
It's really
Bethesda game.
Target shields offline.
and maintaining the fucking impressive.
well, well, it is
that it's
Doom
a
Eternal's
Bethesda game
engine.
is even more spectacular.
Well, yes, but also using the same engine as Doom Eternal.
Frame shift drive charging.
You know, like this is id tech collaborated on the engine for this game.
Dude, I like Starfield, but that game could have been more spectacular if it used the Doom Eternal engine. That would have been fucking excellent.
I mean, I don't know how scalable it is to giant open world games, but it might be. I don't know, but it's something that they should consider, especially with how well this is running. I mean, this is crazy to see a game run above 1440p with Mach 60 and global ray tracing.
But I would think what words you're saying, because imagine it Tech 8 comes out and then it runs like poop.
Well, I mean, but that's not. I don't think that would happen. Like,
No.
usually iterations don't make the engines run worse. Well, that's.
Uh,
Intech has an extremely good track record with engines. They've literally all been good. So I don't really think this. I don't really foresee that. But if that happens, that happens. But right now, the Intech 7. Actually, this is called Motor, which is like a fork of Intech 7. Is it's a collaboration between Intech and Machine Games, and it's really awesome. I mean, I'm playing on my Xbox right now, so
You know, a lot. If you look at Unreal, and that's what comes to mind when you talk about,
yeah.
you know, an iteration coming afterwards that ends up sucking. A lot of what Unreal Engine's product, what Unreal Engine 5's problems are, it tries to do too much.
Yes, 100%. There are plenty of engines that have gotten, like the Call of Duty engine. I mean, Call of Duty games are still running at high resolution on the Xbox One and PS4. That's Mach 60. Like, it's not, not all engines are just getting worse. It's specifically Unreal, and honestly, I haven't been having, I've been playing Stalker 2, right, which is Unreal 5.
Yeah.
I know on PC that it's having issues with performance, right? And polished,
But I
but
mean,
on Xbox,
developers
Stalker 2's
can
been
al-
totally fine.
developers can scale back the engine if they absolutely need to. I mean, I'm
Yes, they
sure.
just keep trying to do. A lot of developers want to try to do the ultra photogrammetry.
Yeah, and they're asking it to do too much, and I don't think it's fair to criticize the engine for the developers just putting too much on it.
Yeah, I mean they could definitely scale it back, but I don't get me wrong. I'm not saying developers should be less ambitious, but there's a sacrifice to that.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do more with the engine, you're going to have to understand there's going to be compromises that need to be made if you don't want your shit to run like garbage.
I think what Machine Games did here, right, is so they wanted the global illumination ray tracing, which you can actually see an example of right now, and how the light is flooding into the room I'm in. But they got rid of ray tracing. They made the 60 FPS, which is smart. I mean, obviously you'd love to have both, but if you can.
Yeah.
Flight assist on. Shields offline. Silent running. Thermal signature restored. Taking damage. Power plant capacity exceeded. Warning. Hull breach attack. Taking internal damage.
I'm sure you all know by now because we're both but shot per shot.
Shields online.
Oh
That's-
yeah.
I'm probably going to end up downloading the Indiana Jones game. I've heard a lot of good things about its development, and you're saying it's a good game, so
It nails the vibe. It feels exactly like what you'd hope it would. It's not a first-person shooter, not by any stretch of the imagination. This is a first-person shooter. It has the
Frameshift drive charging.
vibe that you want. That adventure-y. It's got all the cliches. It's affected the cliches you need to have, right? The hat, right? Like there we just happen on my screen right now. All the things are there, and it feels very authentic. Which is the best thing you could ask, right? When a license of a
Honestly, I don't mind the game tie-in to the movies, if I'm gonna be honest.
No, I don't either if it's done well like it's doing. And not to mention that Troy Baker's performance is spot on.
Yeah.
It's always fun getting I mean, I shared a side by side of the opening of Raiders in this game.
Hey, Godfather.
Right?
Yeah, what's up?
It's spot on.
I just bought Battle for Bikini Bottom on the original Xbox for 25 cents.
Nice.
God damn it.
So
You
I don't collect, but I found the one vendor had games for 25 cents. So I grabbed a bunch.
What game did you grab?
GTA 5 was one of them.
You should have. You should. You know I collect games. You know I would have fucking paid
GTA
you.
5, Call of Duty, Skyrim, Medal of Honor. Oh, sorry. Call of
Should it
Duty
send-
Ghosts.
Should it send me a
Battle for
picture
Bikini
of the?
Bottom.
Should it send me a picture so I could be like, hey, pick that's up, and I'll pay you to ship them.
Yeah, I just grabbed a bunch of them. I got $3 worth of them.
You know those are going to be way more than $3 if you ever resold them.
Oh god damn it. I'm trying to load the game up, but it keeps crashing.
I just get like an erection every time I see my shadow with the hat on. Like that's why they did it in first person. I get it.
By the way, I told my partner that you were right next to the twins, and he really wanted a picture of, like, that sneak peek. Fuka.
Docking request granted.
Jojo, yeah. Miracle Dance.
Landing gear deployed.
How much is this? 25. 25? Okay.
What game? Or whatever.
I'm gonna get that.
Facing each other. Ah, perfect.
I'm gonna get one more mystery bag as well. Okay. It's gonna be there. Alright, thank you. I'll take this one.
I saw The Last Crusade. I know how it goes.
Alright. Sorry about that. I was buying something.
What did you
I was
buy?
buying two beef.
Vehicles.
2B figures. Hold on.
You be what? Hold up, let me check. Are you there?
Oh,
So
you
what
back?
were you buying?
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Something about getting a baby wet. I don't know.
Now, if you want to chop the foreskin off of someone, I can help you there. But...
Incoming message.
Kinky.
I bet you could, bro. I bet you could. Yeah,
But the question is, why do you want to do it?
I don't. I just could help you.
Just here to help you. I'm just here to help you.
See,
I'm just
you
here
can
to
hold the
help you.
scissors.
I'm just here to help you.
My father was a lawyer.
What was I going to say? As this is a Tech 7, would someone be able to take the assets from this game and then use them to make an arena and do Maternal, or?
I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, this is years after Doom Eternal. I don't think it's that simple. Or it might be. It's barely like this being. It's not really a Tech 7. It's called Motor. It's a fork
Yeah.
of the Tech 7. I don't know how compatible it would be, but I guess I'm sure people will try.
Oh, I'm not paying for premium.
I must baptize the baby.
Do it.
Something happening.
You must have pissed in the holy water.
Yeah. Alright. Put up your hands. This is a robbery.
Isn't Indiana Jones coming to the PlayStation 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll get it. I'll get it then.
Exclusive.
I'll just wait.
Like how fucking what you call it? What you call it? Deathloop was on PS5 originally, and then it came to.
That was pre Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one played Deathloop.
I played a little bit on Sleep.
Not enough to keep it interesting.
Yeah. Zombie, I had a look, and the expected release date for the PS5 version is sometime in April next year.
Yeah, I can wait. I've got other games to play.
With Xbox Game Pass, depending on if I like it or not, it may not even be worth it for me to grab it on PS5.
No, I'll get a physical on PS5.
But that's the thing. Do you think it will come physical, or do you think it might? Or will
It will
be
definitely
like
come physical. It will definitely come physical. There's no way they would. They already have it physically, don't they?
Yes,
I
they.
saw.
Well, for Xbox.
Yeah, for all the editions on the Xbox, apart from the collector's edition, because the collector's edition is just a code in a box.
Yeah, but to be fair, they put the code on something fancy.
Yeah, I know.
Which
Yeah.
Starfield, which I think is great.
I know, like, here's the thing is that with my Martha Dead Collector's Edition for PS5, which is by Wire Production, they gave me a steelbook, the physical copy, then they also gave me a Steam code for it. But since I pre-ordered it as well, they also gave me another Steam code for it. So I have 2 Steam codes. One of them is unused. The other one I did use when I got it because they sent it to me in an email. And then and then once the collector edition came in, which was almost a year because of fucking shipping issues from the person creating it.
Engines engaged.
It like I only paid like 100, almost 200 for it, but it came with so much goodies for 200. Or well, more than 200 to be honest. Yeah, if company did stuff like Wire Production did with their games, honestly, company would be a lot better with their collector edition.
Frameshift drive charging.
Sorry, but I really didn't think Microsoft had it in them.
That's risque.
Zero romance in this game, which is funny because obviously Indiana Jones
Wait, are you talking about between two white people as well?
Yeah, well, she's
Holy
Italian,
shit.
So yeah, I know, right? That's the craziest thing, isn't it?
Wait, is she overweight?
No! Look at it.
What?
It's reading right now. You can see it right now.
Objective detected.
There's gotta be some DEI somewhere.
Jesus.
Does she walk with a limp? Is she, no, she's not disabled either. Bloody hell.
Isn't she the one from, isn't she the love interest from the movies?
No.
Ah, so they did change that up.
No, but that's normal because it changes. In the first movie, you have Marion. In the second movie is a prequel, so it's not Marion. In the third movie, Marion is not there either. She only comes back in the fourth one. This is
Yeah.
after the first movie, before the third one. And in the third one, he sleeps with the Nazi chick. Who
Oh,
his
yeah.
father also slept with. So, it makes sense.
Isn't,
Romance is
I
different.
forget, isn't the
Not Marion.
third one, isn't the third one
What's
the, Crystal, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
No, it's
that's
Temple of
The
Doom.
fourth one.
Doom,
the
yeah,
third one is
weird.
No, third.
The third one's very good. Crusade.
Yeah.
Last Crusade's amazing.
Crusade, yeah, what else did Temple of Doom? That's Crusade.
We watched it the other day on Discord here. That was Sean Connery.
I'm surprised you guys didn't watch the fourth one.
I
Sean
think I
Connery.
want to. I don't want to, but I think we need to. Oh shit!
Sean Connery
Because honestly,
was not,
it wasn't that bad because, in my opinion at least.
Sean Connery was not much older than Harrison Ford. Well, wasn't older than him.
That was a
Yeah.
fun movie with him. He and Harrison, Sean and Harrison had a great dynamic in that movie. It's a lot of fun. Not to mention
No
they both slept
ticket.
with the Nazi. Yeah, no ticket, exactly, right? I mean, it's really, you know, we were talking about it the other day after we watched the movies, but if you asked me, I can see, I can give the reasons why they each
Sean Connery was 59 years old in Last Crusade, and Harrison 47 for the film.
Oh, damn.
I would say Temple of Doom's the weakest one out of the original trilogy.
It might be the weakest, but it's still very good.
It's good, yeah. It's
Remember what time period it was in?
You're comparing
What time period they came from?
movies. Obviously, one is better than the other, but they're still all very good. And
It's like
Temple of Doom, I actually really like.
it's like saying Dark Souls 2 is the worst Dark Souls game, but that's like a 10.
Yeah, it's like still. It's still a 9 out of 10.
You're on course, commanders. Ground crew are on standby.
Oh boy.
I've just never
didn't
been a
hate it.
Dark Souls fan, and I don't see enough becoming. I don't think the world has enough lore building.
The mocap in these games is fantastic too. I don't know if anybody's
Warning,
watching these.
landing gear not
The
deployed.
other lady there jump across there, but that looked fantastic.
I was kind of hoping that they'll take the Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis game and adapt that to a movie. Has anyone played that?
Yeah.
Landing successful. Clear to disembark.
Because you would think Indiana Jones would do an Atlantis movie.
Hook a blit.
Yeah, you would think that sounds like it right itself, doesn't it?
Mm.
You know,
But no, let's go with Aliens.
Indiana Jones and the Secret of Atlantis. There you go. That's what I'd call it, or the Fate of Atlantis, or something like that.
Fate of Atlantis, yeah.
Yeah, Indiana Jones. It needs to be. You need to have the words "and" and "the" in the title.
Mm.
Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, or Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Well, it's technically not called Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes,
It's just
not,
called Raiders.
but right. But you know, I'm just saying that it still works, even if we were to give it its.
But hey, didn't they retcon that?
I mean, technically, it was never. They didn't know it would become a franchise, so
Hmm.
it is called Raiders, but it is the first Indiana Jones movie. It's like how they renamed Star Wars to Star
A New
Wars.
Hope, yeah.
It wasn't called Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, he already did 4 movies.
Trying shit out.
That was the fifth movie.
Oh, I didn't know it was the fifth one. I thought he was only contracted to do 4 movies, but I don't know.
There's the Dial of Destiny, which is not good. Because he's 80, and it's not fun when Indiana Jones is 80.
No, well, that's the thing.
I'm
He's
sure it
80,
wasn't fun
but
for
then
Harrison Ford either.
Disney did this weird shit to age him.
I don't know how many of you were there for the movies, but I talked about it, right? The whole thing with Indiana Jones is that it's the male fantasy, and for that he needs to be young or middle-aged, right? And fit and punching people and running, and that doesn't work when you're 80.
Yeah.
And also with the Dial of Destiny, they unaged his face somehow using like
That wasn't
AI or
even
something.
That wasn't even so bad when they unaged him in the beginning. The only issue with that is that they didn't change his voice. So he looks younger, and he looked great, but he still sounded like an 80-year-old. Because he does sound different. We all sound different throughout our lives. That's not, it's not Harrison's fault.
Don't you go through a second puberty when you're like 30?
Kind of. But it did pull me out when I was watching that. I'm like, oh, that sounds like Harrison
Yeah, I
Ford
got
sounds
another
like
pair of
today.
pubes.
But he looks like it looks like he's in the 1930s, but that's what he sounds like today. And I'm like, yeah, I can't look past that. And this game, right? I'm not saying they should have had. Maybe they should have had someone dub over the younger Harrison Ford in the Dial of Destiny. Because, I mean, I know I'm not listening to Harrison right now, but it still sounds really great, and it's not bringing me out of it. No, I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh boy. I dropped the tablet in the fire! Oh no. Oh no! Ah!
You killed yourself.
Kalima.
Kalima!
You do have a lot of those moments where you activate something and then a trap goes off, just like you would expect, because that's one of the cliches.
I wouldn't expect any trap to work.
But again, Indiana Jones is maybe the one thing that can't get shit for doing cliches when it literally invented the cliches.
Oh my gosh! I got my shit back finally! Wahoo! Yahoo! Wee.
Sorry.
Oh boy. What we gotta do? This. A 15 and
How?
Oh.
It's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah,
It's contained.
I really like this journal system. This is a very organic way of adding a map to the game. A map and like a hint system to the game. And the fact that you can view all the items that you pick up and all the notes in it, like that's a very organic way of doing it, like I said. Where it doesn't break the lore, it doesn't feel like a game mechanic, it feels more like something that you could do.
I know what would have been a good idea. It would have been a good idea if they got the original props and then scanned them into the game.
I would imagine they did for some of them. Because the props do still exist in the Lucasfilm archive. I know they got sound effects from the Lucasfilm archive. Like the revolver uses the sound effects straight out of the movie. The whip sound... Oh, I whipped something.
In key.
A giant fuck-off key.
It's a Keyblade.
Yeah, literally, right?
I hate that it's called a Keyblade.
Yeah.
It's a club.
Yeah. What the fuck? Can I hit people with it? No. Nah. There's a
Oh,
lot of
you
things
could-
you can hit
you
people
could-
with.
you could
It's
mess
just
someone up with
not
that.
one of them. So. Oh, I see. So that was the trial on the left, and then I gotta do the trial on the right. So. Oh.
You just locked
Usually
the
when
door.
you have a key, you put it in a hole. Whatever.
A hole is a goal. No matter
Can I ask-
what you're sticking in that hole.
I'm going to ask the question now. Why does Disney keep butchering Star Wars?
Because
Well,
they.
No, the problem isn't the butchering of it. The problem is the sheer inconsistency. Because
Yeah.
if for every one Andor, there's another Acolyte, and it's like I don't like. Could you at least make 2 good things in a row?
I say
Like
they should
some-
just
Andor season 2
drop
will be
Star Wars for
absolutely
10 years.
phenomenal. No,
But
I don't even
I
want that
tell
back
you
yet,
what,
because some
Skeleton
of the
Crew.
stuff has been really good. Skeleton Crew, I hear, is great.
It's just
That,
too much
that,
Star
that
Wars.
looks like that could be
Yeah,
a strange show for yeah. If you wanted to get your kids into Star Wars, that looks like it would be a good program to start them off on.
It's Star Wars Goonies, right? So it's a family thing, right? For people of all ages. And I'm like, okay, that's great, and I'm happy that that's good. I have not watched it yet, and Andor was fantastic. I don't think anybody here would disagree with that. But then you have the Acolyte and the Book of Boba Fett, and it's like, how are you so inconsistent? I don't understand.
Look, I like that they brought Tamora Morrison back for Boba Fett, but even he said Boba Fett talks entirely too much in that series.
Yeah.
They take away the mystique of Boba Fett being this sort of silent badass, and that's his words. But I mean, they gave him the role, and that's what they said that he needed to do, in the role.
Yeah.
I don't fault the actor for there being bad. But I mean, when the actor says they didn't write the character right, you kind of have to look at it and say, he's right. They didn't really treat the character appropriately.
I know what one of the problems is the recent movies.
Well, again,
Yeah, we've
it's
got
like
3
here's
more
sheer
coming.
inconsistency. Well, here's the issue, right? When you're making a saga of movies, say what you want about the prequels, but at least they all had a consistent message because it was one person who was in charge of all 3 of them.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand how important that is. Different directors and writers are going to have different ideas. You can't have a trilogy if they're all done by different people. That's going to be consistent.
Well,
you could do what Batman did, right, where there's sort of an anthology and they're not direct sequels to each other.
But I mean, if you look at the original Star Wars movies, George Lucas didn't direct Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes Back. Now,
Nor was he the sole writer.
I mean, he was the sole writer, but I mean, he was
Lawrence Kasdan.
Oh yeah, but I mean, he was involved on every level.
He was heavily involved. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
and
you had the
that's required for there to be consistency, like you said. But everybody says, "Oh, George Lucas, is this incredible writer." He actually sucks as a writer.
Oh. Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, he is at least cognizant of his own flaws, and he brings the people he needs to fill those gaps. He's great at creating a storyboard about creating a universe for all the characters to exist in, but actually writing the dialogue for the characters, he can do better.
Oh, I agree. I mean, literally the Star Wars movie that's considered the best is the one that he had the least to do with of the first 6. Like, you know, that's not a
I don't
coincidence.
know. The Ewok movies are pretty good.
Uh,
I
Empire,
haven't seen
Empire
those
Strikes
in.
Back. Empire Strikes Back is still the best Star Wars movie.
No, I will defend those Ewok movies. They're kids' movies. Don't think of them as Star Wars movies. They're kids' movies. Just
Oh,
What's
right.
that?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember seeing them as a child, being confused because I didn't think there were more Star Wars movies. But then I'm like, what the fuck are these?
no. The biggest screw up with those two movies, the Caravan of Courage and Battle of Endor, is the first movie is about them saving their parents. The second movie, the parents get killed off in the first 5 minutes.
I always
So that
thought
makes
was
whatever
weird.
happened to the first movie pretty mute.
Yeah, right. Isn't that always great when you make your first movie? Well, I was always confused about that because I thought the humans were from fucking Earth in that. Like, it just confused me. But they're not. It's Star Wars.
Yeah, I think they're set in between Empire and Return.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
What else was I going to say? And also maybe Disney needs to get a bit more gritty with Star Wars. Like, what I mean by that is,
Which is why
wh-
Andor was so good, by the way.
which movie was it? I can't remember, but I remember which movie was it, and where the kids like fall out the window.
I don't know, but Andor, I'll say this about Andor. Andor was the first time that Star Wars felt like it was treating me like an adult. Where the story is serious, right? It's not childish, it's not humorous, it's a very serious topic, right? And it's treated with the proper level of severity
I think
a Galactic
Kenobi
Rebellion
also.
would deserve.
I think Kenobi also accomplished that.
Yeah,
Kenobi,
that's fine.
Kenobi was dark.
Yeah, it was, but I still think Andor being much more grounded and not about Jedi, and being about normal people again, is what made it special. Because the original, as you guys probably know, Luke Skywalker in A New Hope is not a Jedi Master. He is a normal person. He is the audience. He is the everyman, right? And that's when Star Wars is at its best, when it's about the everyman. Cassian
Yeah.
Andor is a regular dude. There is nothing special about him. I mean, he's got some special skills as a spy and everything, but he doesn't have any mystical powers.
Well,
He's
I
a
mean,
normal guy that represents the audience, right, in the galaxy.
I can't wait for Disney to make a movie about Uncle Owen.
And I'm very happy, by the way, if you guys don't know, they renamed Andor, the show, to Andor: A Star Wars Story.
Okay,
Which
I'll be
makes me
back,
really
everybody. Be right back.
well, I
makes me
mean,
really happy.
it's directly
What
linked to Rogue One. I mean, that's where the character died.
Yeah, well, Tony Gilroy always said the final scene of Andor is going to be him prepping up to go meet the guy in the beginning of Rogue One. So,
And
show
that's a great way to tie it together.
and it connects with, and then you can then watch the Andor series, and then Rogue One, and then A New Hope. Because that also flows perfectly, right? It's like poetry.
Rogue One was the Disney Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I agree with
far.
that. I think everybody would agree with that. Well, most people would.
I mean, it was just a good Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. Did it rely on a lot of nostalgia? Fuck yeah, but that's not automatically a bad thing.
I remember.
No, and I think that's why the first of the new trilogy was as successful as it was, because it dipped into nostalgia.
Yeah.
Remember Chewbacca?
The new trilogy had potential. It was potential wasted. They had a really good cast of characters.
Well, the actors are fine. People give the actors shit. I'm like, why? Like, it's not. They're fine. You don't blame
Hey,
the actors.
they did their job to the best of their abilities. I mean,
I mean, listen. If you're a young actor, right? If you're Daisy Ridley, right? You're a young actress, right? You haven't been in many things. Nothing serious. Certainly not fucking Star Wars, right? Because there really is nothing bigger than being the lead of Star Wars. You're that, right? And, like, you're gonna do whatever the hell they tell you. Right? You're not gonna ask questions.
I'm not.
I
I'm
would.
not. Though Daisy Ridley is hot as hell.
I
got my end cut off.
Also, I feel like they need to make Star Wars maybe a bit more gory. So, like, if someone gets their head chopped off by a lightsaber, blood just comes spurting out.
Wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it would cauterize the wound.
Yeah.
We should stop seeing is people get stabbed, then shot, and then get back up. Which is why I like Endor, because in Endor, every time someone gets shot, they're fucking dead.
Well, I mean, you look at the Phantom Menace when Qui-Gon Jinn got stabbed, he died.
Yeah, I like that. Violence without stakes is pointless. And Disney Star Wars, they did it in the Ahsoka show again. Sabine gets stabbed, and then she's fine. Violence without stakes is nonsense.
It's only a flesh wound.
Well, and I mean, you could say, loss was always an integral part of Star Wars, because you look at Darth Vader, he lost all 4 of his limbs, had his lungs so badly burned he had to wear a walking respirator, and he couldn't even speak unassisted. And of course, he had magical force powers, but I mean, he was a quadruple amputee and iron lung.
Oh, I thought he was a triple because he still had one arm.
Well, no.
No, he didn't.
No. That arm was already cut off.
Hmm.
When I like was watching Ahsoka, which I like the Ahsoka show, by the way, but in that first episode when Sabine got stabbed, I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" And then she's fine. She gets fixed up. Like, are you serious? Like, then why? If that's gonna happen every time there's a lightsaber fight, then why have lightsaber fights? Right? Why have gunfights if people are just gonna be shot?
Did they ever mention about the lightsabers? How can 2 swords made out of light bounce off each other?
Magnetic field.
I'm like, light passes through each other.
A lightsaber is a high energy plasma that's contained in a magnetic field.
Magic.
The real answer is magic. There is probable real science but the real answer is magic, and it's not.
It's important to me.
It's real to me. But it's not important. But yeah, I just like the Disney.
I wouldn't have a problem with it if there was some kind of permanent disability or injury that limited them afterwards.
I'm not saying you need to die. Luke got his hand cut off by Vader, and that was.
Yeah, but he was
By the
missing.
way, actually ended up that. By the way, Luke getting his hand cut off by Vader is the thing that stopped him from falling to the dark side. Later on, when he chops off Vader's hand.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
So that little thing ended up saving the galaxy, right? But like that.
The original ending for the script had Luke falling to the dark side.
Yeah. But I think it's so perfect that because you can hear in the audio of that moment, right? It chops off Vader's hand and he's standing there. He's about to kill Vader, right? The Emperor's telling him, "Come on, boy, do it." And Luke then looks at his own gloved hand, and they actually emphasize the whirring of when he makes a fist, right? When he's moving his finger around, you can hear all the machinery whirring. His robotic.
Contact.
Yeah.
System shut down.
I'm like, oh, that's so cool. That's so smart. That's great. I love that. And then he has the realization, oh, I'm becoming my father. Luke, there is a sacrifice there when Luke gets his hand chopped off. It's not like he's just fine for the rest of his life. Is it that big of a deal? No. Cybernetics or whatever. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. But it ends up making it ends up being a significant thing, right?
And it should be.
Darth Maul got his legs cut off, right? And in the Clone Wars, he's fucking pissed about that. He's not okay.
Well, I mean, if somebody bisected you, you lost your junk and had to live with a colostomy bag, you'd be pretty pissed all the time too.
I'm sure you guys might have heard that the Clone Wars basically turned Darth Maul into a badass. Yeah, it did. It did. It's fucking awesome.
He was kind of always a badass, though.
Yeah. But like when they first reintroduced him in the Clone Wars, he is holding himself together with these legs, these spider legs he built with the Force, and you can see there's parts of it floating, and he's losing his mind. Like there's real damage done. And then you watch the Rise of Skywalker, and Kylo gets stabbed and then healed 3 seconds later, and it's like, oh, okay. And then he dies again, and then Rey dies, and then he heals her, and it's like, God, this is stupid.
Yeah, I agree. Now, with...
Alright, everybody, I'm gonna head off. Thank you for being here. I have stuff to do tonight, so... Alright, we'll see you soon.